morning, everyone. We're here at Casa Encantada in Antigua. If you are new to our channel, this is Mike and Wanda. Mike, of course, is behind the camera right now, and I'm Wanda. This is our second day in Antigua. Yesterday we spent it walking around, just trying to get familiar with the area, but today we're going to take you with us on the adventure as we discover and explore Antigua. Hello.
Hello. I don't know if this is up to your standards.
Welcome to the suite that we will be staying in for the next week. We are here at the Casa Encantada in Guatemala, and we had requested a king-size bed, and they upgraded us to this suite, which is lovely, as you can see. Double sinks, a soaker tub, and again the king-size bed. The details in this little quaint boutique hotel is amazing. I mean, the wood, I don't know if you can really see that here. Big iron door handles. It's absolutely lovely. And of course we have the king-size bed, the fireplace, TV. It's beautiful. And this is up on the rooftop where we have breakfast in the morning. So, like I said, tonight will be our first night in this room. We were in a smaller room last night until this room was available. So, it's beautiful. So far, food and everything at this hotel has been spectacular. Just outside of our room, you can see the volcano is erupting. I believe Mike is going to be doing this hike later in the trip, if weather permits. It's kind of cool that we can actually see it from our room. Now maybe tonight, if it erupts, we'll actually see the red lava.
So we are here in Antigua Guatemala. We tried to come here years ago, back in 2011. From El Salvador, specifically to come here to Antigua, this beautiful city. We didn't get very far though. We crossed over the border, drove for about an hour, got to stop traffic, and sat there for a while before finding out that our bridge had washed out and we weren't able to go any further. So we're happy to be back. It's certainly taken a long time to come back here. We've been walking around all day yesterday and we're just starting to film now, but it is absolutely beautiful. Old colonial city here. Typical for Latin America. So far we're very impressed, for sure. With the accommodations are amazing. The food everywhere is amazing. The city is beautiful. And it's completely surrounded by volcanoes and hills. The big mountain behind me here is called Agua. It's the closest to the city, and apparently it has a lake on the top, so that's why it's called Agua, which means water. We're just going to walk around today and see the local sights. There are quite a lot of old churches and other buildings around the city that have been damaged and not repaired by previous earthquakes. This area is very earthquake prone. It is the previous capital of Guatemala, but there were so many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in the 1700s and 1800s, and so many people killed and injured that they largely abandoned the city and moved the capital to Guatemala City, which is about an hour drive from here. That's also where you're going to land if you come to Guatemala by air, is Guatemala City, and then just take a taxi, which was only $50 for us US to come here or 2 nights ago. And this is their central square, Central Park, typical of all the cities throughout Latin America. Are you going to talk about the arch?
There's the arch.
There's the arch.
There's the arch that everyone comes to take their selfies. Actually, I think have people that hang around here that will actually take pictures for you, obviously for a cost. But they'll stop the traffic so you can get that perfect shot right centered under the arch.
Yeah, so it is the most... You must listen to the bells.
All right, perfect timing, right at 12 o'clock.
This is the most recognized structure in Antigua, what everybody comes to see. The Arch of Santa Catalina. It was built in 1693, and it was used originally to transport nuns between the nunnery and the school on the other side, so that they didn't have to come down into the street and mingle with all the people.
And if you can actually get to the center of the road and look straight forward, you will see the historical cathedral just beyond the arch.
We will see that. If it's true. Oh, there it is. This is definitely tourist central here, but there are a lot of really great restaurants. We were in the one up there yesterday called Frida's. It was amazing for Mexican Guatemalan food.
See, the Frida's is right here in the orange.
Yes.
Okay.
Frida's was good.
And this here, we're not sure what it is yet. We haven't had a chance to look it up, but this structure moving behind me, obviously it's old, to say the least. And again, I don't know what the year is of it. But as we walk forward, or like going in this direction, you'll see a few of the openings inside of the structure, how it has decayed over the years. And it looks like the city has put in like some Christmas ornaments and some floats almost. It's kind of strange. Quite a contrast to the backdrop of this building.
I'm sure they're Christmas floats. There's going to be a Christmas parade at some point. Christmas is huge here. They're already decorating for it. And they also have fireworks all the time in December. We saw several from the plane landing in Guatemala City. So here's some of the floats. Christmas is huge. Again, Frida's restaurant was excellent.
I like Frida's. Oh, Taco Tuesday! We will definitely be back to this establishment because it was delicious. Service was wonderful. Highly, highly recommend if you're in the area.
We could have split a drink though.
Yeah, we did get it was Margarita Monday, and the margaritas were like typical huge, large, probably this, and I'm not exaggerating, they were like this large. They were a bit much.
With a lot of tequila. This is Cerro de la Cruz, a viewpoint over Antigua. And it's not that hard to get up here, about 10 minutes. Climb, moderate grade, anyone can do it. And once you're here, you can see over the whole city. That's Mount Agua in the distance, which is the biggest volcano, I think, here. It's a beautiful day here. It is warm, it's about 25 Celsius, but quite nice. We are up at fairly high altitude here, about a mile in altitude. So similar to Denver, Colorado, or Boulder, Colorado. And you can feel it just a little bit walking up the stairs. You can feel the change in altitude a little bit. This is inside the church, inside the paid area. costs $5 US each to get in here, and then we'll be able to go up on the roof of the church. La Merced. You can definitely feel the altitude just a little bit as you're walking up the stairs. It's not too bad, but you just get out of breath that much easier here.
It's cool.
We have visited almost all of the countries in Central America before. The only one we haven't been to is Belize, someday. And in Belize, they speak English as their official language. The official language here is Spanish, although I'm told a lot of people here don't speak Spanish. They actually just speak their normal dialect that they grew up with, whatever that is. Probably coming from Mayan language. One thing we've noticed here compared to the other Central American countries that we've been to, this country probably has the least amount of English spoken. So most people you encounter don't speak English, even in this, which is a tourist center. They don't speak any English at all, and of course we don't speak Spanish. We can still get along. We can still get by with English. It's not a problem, but you don't find a lot of people speaking English to you here.
So, I know this sounds really odd because we're obviously in a historical, religious structure, but this little area through here, and I don't know what it was intended for, but it feels like a prison. Like some of the old ancient prisons we've been in, this is kind of what it feels like. I don't know, is it just me?
So we're in front of the cathedral, as you can see behind me, and in this market square, or I refer to as a market square, apparently at night it gets quite busy with a lot of local vendors with street foods. There's a couple of them here right now, but this is only midday. But we'll take a walk down and take a peek at some of the foods that they're offering.
It's good.
Son tejidos de trajes tradicionales de acá.
We have no idea what anyone's saying.
You know, that one lady that had the very hot foods, sandwiches and such looked very good. Unfortunately, we've already eaten, so we're not. We might come back, but not right now.
The fresh fruit here, as you would expect, is very, very good. I should note too that people so far are not pushy. They will ask you if you want something, but that's it. They don't push it, which is nice compared to a lot of countries. Locals also don't seem to have any problem being on camera. No one's ducking out of the way or anything.
Cute little cafe.
Do you want to just get a drink here?
Do you want to stop and get a drink?
Wouldn't mind getting a drink. We'll just have a drink here in this little market. I'm going to try this place for an early dinner. It's really a lunch place. It's a local place. But we don't really need 3 meals a day here. We're kind of stuffing ourselves. This place is supposed to be good. Rinconcita Antigueno. With a big lineup. Oh, and we're making our own little things here. So this is a bonus. Making our own tortillas. Certainly a busy place.
Lineup's a lot better than I thought it would be because the stories of this location indicates that the lineup could be for an hour or more. But there's only a few people ahead of us, so it shouldn't take too long. So we're here at Rinconcita Antigueno. It's a famous location, lots of locals here, always a lineup. And basically it's wood-fired chicken, as you can see straight ahead. The menu is here up on the wall, only in Spanish, of course. Just varying types of chicken dishes, whether you want breast or dark meat. And then, of course, there's a few famous soups, as well as some chisoro type dishes. I'm not sure what Mike is ordering, but he is in line to place an order. As you can see there, he's looking a little nervous. I'm just keeping it simple and getting a chicken breast with all of the fixings. I think it comes with a salad and such. Rice maybe, salad, rice, potatoes, something like that. And I think sort of like the bread, not a pita, but why am I drawing a blank? Oh my goodness, but kind of like a pita, but for some reason I'm being an idiot and not thinking of what they're referring to it as. So my apologies. Mike will probably do an override on that one. But yeah, so there, let's just zoom in on that yummy chicken. Nobody's around.
I don't know what I got. I think it's pepian. I think it's the national dish, but it's not what I was expecting. Fried chicken.
Yeah, I ordered the breast, so that's the pachuga, polo a la lena pachuga, which is the chicken breast, potatoes, and salad. And then we've got these two complimentary drinks.
Yeah, I don't know what these are.
Yeah, we don't know what they are, so Mike's gonna try it.
Maybe.
Oh, gracias. Come on. What is it?
It doesn't have much taste.
And then of course here are what I was referring to earlier as fajitas, but I think they're tortillas. That was the word escaping me. So anyway, bon appetit.
That was a little too plain for my liking, guys. Skip the pepian. But it was very cheap, which I imagine is why it's so popular. Everything that we had altogether was about, well, less than $10 US. So that's why it's so busy for sure. So just on the outskirts of the city is the Convento de la Recollection. Probably not saying that right. It's a huge church complex with monastery and things. Built in the early 1700s and rebuilt a few times. Unfortunately, there was a lot of earthquakes here in the 1700s. It was eventually destroyed in late 1700s and not rebuilt, so the ruins are here today, and it's a popular tourist destination here in Antigua. So we're just going to have a little wander around. Very nice ruins for sure. You'd think they would be a lot older than 1700s.
I think the thing that I love most about this is that they've left it, right? Like so many cultures and cities and stuff, they just build over it with something modern, where these guys have actually left it as part of their culture.
Well, they tried to rebuild it a few times, but the earth wasn't having it. Looks like it's all shot with bullet holes, but that's not the case, I don't think. At least I don't think it is. It's probably just erosion. This last earthquake sure did a lot of damage. It was at the time of the last earthquake that destroyed this that the government changed the capital from Antigua to Guatemala City, and this city was mostly abandoned for a long time.
Every time I walk through places like this, I often wonder why I never went through with my original idea of going into archaeology. And I don't think starting that career now would be the best of decisions.
I don't think it's all Harrison Ford, though.
Oh, that's totally not what it would mean to me. Nothing like that.
It would to me.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's lots more of Guatemala to come soon, so come back and join us.